Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise in strong opposition to this amendment. Mifepristone is the chemical abortion drug used to starve an unborn baby of the necessary nutrients to live. In 2023, it is estimated that mifepristone accounted for 63% of abortions, resulting in approximately 642,700 unborn babies losing their lives that year. Let me rephrase that. 642,700 murdered unborn children. For years, women and girls have been misled into believing that taking mifepristone to induce an abortion is as safe as using Tylenol. However, to back up what Chairman Adderholt said, new data indicates that nearly 1 in 10 women taking the chemical abortion pill experience serious complications, such as sepsis, infection, hemorrhage, or another serious adverse event within 45 days of taking the drug. This real-world complication rate is 22 times higher than what the FDA currently acknowledges on the mifepristone label. In 2023, the Biden administration removed the requirement for a woman to receive mifepristone in person from a healthcare provider. This in-person requirement allowed providers to determine gestational age, rule out life-threatening ectopic pregnancies, or identify signs of abuse before dispensing mifepristone. This change not only poses serious medical risks, but also bypasses pro-life state laws, like our laws in Georgia, by permitting the shipping of abortion pills. I'm going to give you an example. This is a package right here of mifepristone, or so they say it's mifepristone. This was ordered by a crisis pregnancy center, by a volunteer at a crisis pregnancy center in Georgia. They used a popular website to order it. They answered a few questions, put in a name and address, and about a week later, this murder drug arrived in the mail. There are no instructions. There are just 3 individual packages that look like this right here. That's it. That's all there was. No instructions. The packages had 3 numbers on them, 1, 2, and 3, and there was no identification on the packages saying what they actually are. And you know, looking at this package, I looked at, well, what's the return address? It's Jane Smith, 2301 L Street, Northwest, Washington, D.C. You know what that is? That's the West End Public Library here in Washington, D.C. That's the return address on these drugs. Well, I believe that any abortion is a tragedy as it takes the life of an unborn child. I also recognize that for the well-being of women and girls, as long as this drug remains legal, and I hope it doesn't, we must investigate the safety and efficacy of mifepristone and reinstate in-person dispensing requirements for this hideous and unsafe abortion drug. So I urge all my colleagues to oppose this amendment, and I yield back.